Welcome to Great Talk and Entertainment. I'm your host, KJ, and this is the podcast where we review movies and TV shows, including all your favorite superheroes, including Marvel Comics and DC Comics and much more. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talk and Entertainment official channel, baby. Let's go. Now, this is our review for the new Disney Plus show by Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and we're going to review episode 1 and 2, and this is a spoiler review, so if you have not seen this show, go ahead, pause this, give me a thumbs up to help this channel grow, and go watch it, and then come back and check out my review, because I promise you, you guys will love it. I'm very intel, I got the information, and I definitely would love to hear your guys' theories while you guys hear a little bit of my theories and just my opinion, just like I would like to hear your guys' feedback and opinion on this episode, and of course, how am I doing for this podcast. Now, in episode 1, it starts off by explaining what Obi-Wan Kenobi has been doing, and after the Star Wars prequels that he's been laying low and working on some type of like meat factory while watching over a young Luke Skywalker, and he's just, living his life, I guess. But what I think that's really interesting is they took this character and they're going a dynamic different version of somebody just laying low. For example, he's at like some type of meat factory, just working and paying bills. He's getting paid. Just he's being a regular, like, employee of some sort. So it's very interesting that he's just hiding out, like he's given up. He's not trying to be a Jedi no more. And from where the show is going is everybody is out looking for Obi-Wan Kenobi, including Darth Vader, right? And he's just hiding. He's not even trying. Like, he's given up. And before that, I think he was somebody who had a lot of ambition. He believed in the Jedi way, and I still think he does, but I think he believes at this point in the timeline that the Jedi way has fallen, the Jedi Order or whatever, and he's trying to be a regular person as best as he can. What else is interesting, before they even showed him, they had a flashback of kids training, just like, the prequels, right? To be future Jedi's, but the stormtroopers came in and hit them all up during the Order 66, and I believe this character who is the third sister, Reva, could have been one of them, and possibly holds a grudge against Obi-Wan Kenobi. And we also see a young Princess Leia giving us they're just giving us a look how she was raised, where they do the Clone Wars, basically. And I think it's pretty neat. Like, there's a lot going on, and you can see, like, some of the OG Jedis have been killed or hiding, or, like, Obi-Wan Kenobi has given up, lost a lot of hope and faith in the system, and he's just laying low, basically. So, with Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's more older, and I like the fact that when he's fighting or running away from, like, the Inquisitors, he's lost a lot of his ability. Like, if you watch, like, the Star Wars prequels, he was better skilled, well trained, he had a better mindset to it. Now he seems weaker, he has a lot of, like, rust in him, like, he hasn't wielded the lightsaber for quite a few years, so there is a huge time gap with him just not doing anything, and I think that's really neat. I like that because now it's like watching this guy get back on a bike in a way, and there's a lot of struggles because he's been through so much, and he's also traumatized in a way, watching Anakin Skywalker, where he thinks he's dead, and he was the chosen one. Everybody kept telling everybody, and even Yoda, they were telling Yoda basically that Anakin Skywalker was the chosen one, and found out he really wasn't. So, Obi-Wan Kenobi has a lot of guilt. He's very sad and depressed about it, and I think this is really cool. This is a more like Star Wars has always been like a weird combination of cowboys, western, and space alien shooting type, and like sword and fighting, a mixture of all that, which is not weird. It's a great mashup, honestly. But they're going a realistic way with Star Wars without using real time. Like, no, he's not living in a Earth where there's a New York, Los Angeles. No, nothing like that. But he's just living his life. So they're using a realistic way of how somebody who really was a Jedi and they failed this bad or gone through this much, I should say. This is where their mind, mental health, the way they feel, this is how their emotions are, just like that. So, he's living in a cave, he's just working at a regular job, just living life, I guess. At the same time, he's also watching over Luke Skywalker and the uncle named Owens. He's not a fan. He doesn't like Jedi's, and they all want Luke Skywalker to live his best life at this point. And maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi, deep down inside, feels like Luke Skywalker is gonna be the one who's gonna revive the Jedi. But and I think yes, that's true. Luke Skywalker is the Jedi. He's the Jedi that saves everything, right? But in this timeline and this point in the story, they don't know it yet. So I think that's really interesting with that. Now let's talk about the Inquisitors. The Inquisitors are Jedi hunters who serve Darth Vader, the Grand Inquisitor, who is the general of that group, while the third sister, who is Reva, she turns on the Grand Inquisitor, becomes the leader, right? And with episode one, you notice that she is desperate to find Obi-Wan Kenobi. So she hires these like thugs to capture a young Princess Leia because she knows Obi-Wan Kenobi would go out and look for her. So she's trying to hit him home and trying to make this personal. So what I think about that is they're willing to do whatever it takes because Lord Vader wants Obi-Wan Kenobi, but he also wants all the Jedi's to be hunted and destroyed. And that says a lot. And in the comic books, there's been multiple times in comic books that Darth Vader's not really a fan of these. So far, they haven't shown Darth Vader yet in episode 1 or episode 2. But in this moment, they are working with him. They seem like they follow his orders. So it's not, in the comic books, they all had this thing where even the Grand one, the guy is so against Darth Vader that he wants Darth Vader's spot. The Grand one, he thinks he's the one who can be the powerful Sith Lord in a way. But episode 1 and 2, they haven't really that character hasn't gotten there yet, and they haven't exposed that or touched upon that story part yet on it. But the way each episodes, I forgot how long these are, but if they're going to do shorter episodes that make it longer, I believe they'll touch upon that, and it'd be real interesting to see. Now he did get stabbed by Reva, but I wonder if he's going to come back alive. I know in comic books he's hard to kill and he can survive death like that, so I don't know. And like I said, in TV, they said the character ain't dead until you see the body. And we didn't see the body. We just see him get stabbed, but it doesn't mean he's dead. So I don't know. I think he is somewhat alive. I think he survived. And I just think that he's going to get revenge on her. Because it seems like in this one, they're all willing to turn on each other to be Darth Vader's right-hand man, or second person in command with Darth Vader. So there's a lot of potential stories that they could go with this. So it'd be really interesting to see that. We go back to Reva. She really wants Obi-Wan, and it would help her achieve her goal. And she doesn't like him. So it really shows how much she's willing to do. So I think, but with her, I think she's either gonna go full fledged rogue and do the most diabolical thing to earn Darth Vader's trust and be the next one in line of Darth Vader, or she's either gonna turn on Darth Vader and forgive Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Jedi's, because if that was her in the beginning as a little girl in that flashback, it could go either or. But I think it's really weird that people are hating on that character because of the actor who's portraying it over the color of her skin. I just think it's odd because it's disrespectful and sad at the same time. Just because like Star Wars is for everybody. It don't matter where you're from, who you are, or who you like. It's for Star Wars is for everybody. So, and I think this actor is amazing at playing that character, and she's doing a great job. I hope they don't kill her off. I hope they put her in actual Star Wars movies. So we'll see how that goes. But I definitely support that actor and hope that she can still be that character in Star Wars films, obviously. So this episode also talks about a young Princess Leia, and it shows that she has her personality from her mother. She's already showing true leadership. People already know that she's going to be the one. And what's really cool is she's so sweet and innocent. When she gets captured, Obi-Wan saves her and stuff, but she's so witty, and she can already tell at a young age that Ben Kenobi, which when he told Obi-Wan told her name was Ben Kenobi, that so connects to like the older Star Wars, the classic Star Wars films. So I think that's really cool. But she is Princess Leia. She's being Princess Leia at a young age, basically, and I think that's just awesome. With both endings for Episode One, you notice that he wasn't Obi-Wan Kenobi was only willing to watch over and protect Luke Skywalker. Because where Princess Leia's was, she was just literally going to be a princess. She was going to be uh, in the political side. She was going to sit on a throne, basically, right? So Obi-Wan Kenobi has no knowledge, not full knowledge, but he's not really experienced. He's more of what the Jedi's are supposed to do. So what's Princess Leia's being raised and taught now is totally different, and obviously that makes sense. So obviously she's not wielding lightsabers and stuff, but that's fine. But I just think it was really interesting that Obi-Wan Kenobi just felt like he wasn't worthy enough to save her, but he was the only guy that can be trusted to get her back. So I think that was cool. And then when we get to the ending for Episode 2, when he finds out that Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, is alive and he's looking for him, and they do the Darth Vader breathing thing, I think that was really cool. And it's so interesting that Obi-Wan Kenobi, for that longest, thought he was dead. But now, when you think about it, now he knows he was alive, and you watch the classic Star Wars movies, you notice that Ben Kenobi, or Obi-Wan Kenobi, has been battling and running away from Darth Vader for years. So really, when we get to it, it's like, when is the actual time he actually fought Darth Vader? On the live action part. So it'd be really interesting. I can't wait to see this. I really enjoy this. I think Obi-Wan Kenobi has a great origin story and a continuous, and this show really builds a bridge to the Star Wars, and it answers a lot of questions for years and years that people have been wondering about what went down. How did everybody get where they're at? And this pretty much explains it a little bit more. And I can't wait. And there's a lot of chances and possibility of characters that they haven't done in a live action yet. Like, I noticed in episode 1 and 2 they had a lot of Star Wars Rebels Easter eggs and signs and symbols, and they got referenced a little bit, but I think it'd be cool. Like, it seems like we might get the Star Wars Rebels characters. I know it's a cartoon, but it looks like they're going to bring them to the live action soon. And if you look at the Disney Plus timeline, how they got Star Wars in order, uh, it's Han Solo's and then this show, so that's pretty interesting. Where how that is, and I can't wait to see more of that. So, if I had to give both episodes 1 out of 10, I'm giving both an 8. That's really interesting that they gave us the first 2 episodes, but obviously episode 1 started really slow, but episode 2 really picked up and unveiled a lot. So just to release them both at the same time made a lot of sense and made people enjoy episode 1 as much as they enjoyed episode 2, I would think. So I'm definitely giving both an 8. So that's my review. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talking Entertainment official channel. Please hit the like, leave a lot of comments.